This is the brother Danyala coming back again with another lesson, giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Racha HaKodash. Double honor to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, who taught us this truth and that rule well. And shalom to the hopeful elect brothers and sisters that believe in this word and that fear in the Heavenly Father and His Son. And this is just going to be a quick hit. Hey, everything is temporary. Okay, everything in this world is temporary. All right, we'll get some precepts going into that. First, let's get Second Peter chapter 3 and verse. I'm gonna start at verse 10. It says, "But the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night." So, meaning when the Lord brings His judgment, it's gonna come unexpectedly. People are not going to see it coming. It's gonna catch them by surprise. In which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. How is the elements going to melt with fervent heat? All right, through the thermonuclear missiles. All right, and the earth also and the works therein shall be burnt up. So all these different things here in America are going to be burnt up. All right, the different monuments, the statues, the buildings, all of it's going to be burnt up. All right, through those thermonuclear missiles, which is the weapons of the Most High's indignation. It says, "Seeing then all these things shall be dissolved, what manner of persons ought you to be?" So how should you operate, or as a with knowing that this place is going to be destroyed? How should you operate? How should you conduct yourself? It says, in all holy conversation and godliness. Now, conversation goes into your conduct, your behavior. So you should operate in a godly manner, all right, operating in the spirit, seeing that all these things they're going to be dissolved, meaning what? They're temporary. This is a kingdom that's not going to last forever. So it says, "Looking for and hastening meaning desiring, unto the coming of the day of the Most High, wherein the heavens being on fire shall be dissolved, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat." So we're looking forward to that day. You should be desiring that day. All right. Now, everything we do here is temporary. We work these these jobs where we're working for this devil, temporary. You may have a business where you're working, for yourself, so to speak. You still gotta give taxes, whatever. That's temporary. All right. You may have different things that you do, all right, as a part of your so-called livelihood to make money. All these different things are temporary. All right, even our living situations, temporary. All right, us having cars and these different possessions that we have, houses, all these things are temporary, man. Right now, let's get this here. This is 1 Corinthians chapter 7, which gives good advice about marriage. All right, a man being with a woman, right? But it also says this here. Verse 28, it says, but and if you marry, thou hast not Salakia. Verse 29, it says, "But this I say, brethren, the time is short." So there's not really a lot of time. All the different signs that are going on, prophecy is things are getting closer and heating up more and more as each day goes by. More and more prophecy comes to pass. We're already in the end times. All right. Matthew 24 tells you all the signs to look for to know that the Lord is on His way back. So the time is short. The time is short. It says the time is short. It remaineth that both they that have wives be as though they had none. So if you have a wife, all right, you have a family, it's almost like you don't have it, right? Because because the time is short, the days are short, and now you have to spend the time even more wisely. You have to redeem the time, meaning to buy back the time. So you do, you make certain changes and do certain things to be able to put more time and effort into the word. Okay? Not to mention now, you have to work, all right? The word, the different responsibilities you have, so you putting in work in the spirit, you spend less time with your family, man. We're not and not to say if you spend time with your family you're going off, but we're not family guys here, man. We're not so-called family oriented. We do what we're supposed to do. We handle our business, we take care of our families, but for the most part it's all about this truth. It says and they that weep as though they wept not, and they that rejoice as though they rejoice not, and they that buy as though they possess not. So you may, buy some new stuff, man. Need a new car. You might buy a new house, for certain brothers that, have that type of finance, You might buy different things, man. But guess what? It's as if you never bought it. Why? Because the time is coming where that's going to be destroyed in the fire too. Your car, your house, all the different possessions you have in your house, all these different things. Not to mention in the time that's coming, your possessions is going to be owned by somebody. Somebody else is going to take your stuff, man. If you're on the run or if you go into a concentration camp, somebody else is going to take your stuff, man. Somebody else is going to be dwelling in your house, using your stuff, man. Somebody else is going to take it, man. We're going to read that in 2nd Ezra, the 16th chapter. It says, and they that use this world as not abusing it, for the fashion of this world passing away. So, we use this world, but we don't abuse it, man. All right, we don't use these different things outside of what they're for. We use money for to survive. All right, you can it's okay to upgrade your situation, but are you trying to put your all into that that business that you have? That is that becoming your all? Are you becoming a workaholic, all right, and not tending to the work of the Most High? All right, are you overdoing it? Are you being balanced with it, man? There's different things you can use to your benefit in this world, but if you overdo it, now you're unbalanced, which is abomination to the Most High. Right? So let's go to 2nd Ezra chapter 16 and verse 40. I'll start at verse 40. It says, O my people, hear my word, make you ready to thy battle. Right? What kind of battle is coming up? It's about to be a serious spiritual test, the hour of temptation. All right, there's about to be a serious test. All right, in the spirit. Okay, it says, and in those evils be even as pilgrims upon the earth. So a pilgrim is a person who travels from one place to another. So you're gonna have a lot of the elect that are gonna be moving around. They're not gonna have a certain spot where they stay, a certain resting place, right? So you may have to leave. You may have to leave on foot, right? You may have to leave your car. All right, leave your your house, your clothes, all these different things you may have to just forget about, man. Somebody else is gonna break in and use the stuff that you got there, man. And the scriptures is gonna explain it. And then for some of the elect, they're gonna be beheaded for the sake of Hamashiach Yahushai, and the possessions that they have is really meaningless. It's gonna be destroyed anyway. which is why I'm gonna title this video, everything here is temporary. All right. It says, and he that selleth, let him be as he that fleeth away. So you sold some stuff, you got some money for it, right? But now you have to flee from the possessions that you got. And he that buyeth as one that will lose. Yeah, you bought all this stuff, you got this, you got that. Like I was saying, you got your new car, you got your new house, right? You got, merchandise for your business. But guess what? Now you got to flee away from it. Because the times that are coming, hey, we're not going to be on the grid, so to speak, right? It says, he that occupieth merchandise as he that hath no profit by it, right? So you bought that stuff, merchandise for your business. You might have a shoe business. You might have this and that you sell to make money for your livelihood, but you can't get no profit from it. That's the time that we're coming in. All right. These are temporary situations that we're in. Even the different jobs that we have, that might be a decent job or it might be a shitty job, but it helps you, makes, make you some money, to live or to survive, right? Those are temporary situations, so we can't get caught up in it because it's temporary. We have to keep our mind upon the kingdom, which is going to be forever. It says, as he that profit that hath no profit by it, and he that buildeth as he that shall not dwell therein, he that soweth as he that shall not reap, so also is he that planteth a vineyard as he that shall not gather the grapes. They that marry as they that shall get no children, and they that marry not as the widowers. And therefore they that labor in vain. Right? So hey, this is all vanity, this is all temporary, because this place is not going to last forever. It says, for strangers shall reap their fruits and spoil their goods, overthrow their houses and take their children captives. For in captivity and famine shall they get children. And they that occupy their merchandise with robbery, and more they deck their cities, their houses, their possessions, and their own persons, the more will I be angry with them for sin, saith the Lord. So, hey, a lot of Jake is going to lose a lot of stuff too, man. They're going to be up in those concentration camps, man. Even if they consent to this devil, man, they're going to be had in derision, as it says later on in this chapter, man. They're gonna be had in derision for taking that C hip, and then you still gonna get the devil's still gonna stab you in the back, right? And if they're gonna do that to the regular, average, everyday Jake, guess what they're gonna do to they're gonna try to do that to the men of the Lord, all right, the elect that know and believe in Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. So, in these certain places is just going to be seized by these people who are looking to have the resources or shelter, man, and they have the power to take it. So you're going to have a lot of this thing happening, man. So just want to do a quick video on that. Hey man, this place is temporary, so I can't put all our eggs in America. All our eggs should be in this truth, man. So with that, I'm gonna say shalom.